Dental offices lose real money every time the phone rings and nobody's free to answer it. So we ranked the 6 best AI receptionists for dental practices in 2026. Arini, our own managed agent, CloudTalk, Smith.ai, Goodcall, and Rosie, honestly, on what actually matters. Here's the breakdown. Here's the question every dental office asks eventually. Which AI receptionist actually works for a dental practice? And how do you tell the honest options from the hype? We ranked 6 of them head to head: Arini, Neuron HQ's managed agent, CloudTalk, Smith.ai, Goodcall, and Rosie on the 5 things that actually matter. The short answer first: the best AI receptionist for a dental office in 2026 answers 24/7, books into your real practice management system, signs a HIPAA business associate agreement, and escalates clinical questions to a human, not whichever tool has the flashiest demo. Here's why this matters. The most valuable moment in a dental practice, a new patient deciding whether to book, keeps landing on the busiest person in the building. The front desk is checking out a patient, verifying insurance, and watching 3 lines ring at once. Something gives, and it's usually the new patient call. And that dropped call is not a $0 event. Industry analyses report the average dental practice misses roughly 32 to 38% of incoming calls during business hours. Only about 14% of callers who reach voicemail actually leave a message. The rest call the next office on the list. Added up, and missed calls can cost a practice on the order of $100,000 to $150,000 a year. An AI receptionist attacks that gap directly. It answers instantly, 24/7, without a sick day or a lunch break, so the after hours and peak time calls that used to cool off get caught while the caller is still on the line. The catch is the category is crowded and overpromised. So the real question is not should I get one, it's which one and run by whom. So let's talk about how we actually ranked these 6 tools because it wasn't on marketing claims. We scored every tool on 5 things that decide whether an AI receptionist actually survives in a dental office. Does it answer 24/7 on every channel? Can it book appointments that write to your real system? Does it speak dental, insurance, recall, treatment questions, and connect to your practice management software? Will the vendor sign a HIPAA business associate agreement and escalate cleanly? And is it managed and tuned for you, or a box you configure and maintain yourself? One framing before the list. This is an honest comparison. We include our own managed agent, Neuron HQ, and rank it fairly against purpose-built dental software, because the right answer genuinely depends on whether you want to run the tool yourself or have it run for you. The failure mode for an AI receptionist is almost never that the AI can't talk. It's that it was sold as set and forget, broke on an edge case, embarrassed the practice, and got switched off. Here are the 6, ranked by overall fit for a typical dental practice with plain text pricing. Rank 1, Arini. It's an AI receptionist built specifically for dental practices. It answers calls 24/7 in a natural voice, pulls real-time availability from your practice management system, and books appointments without staff, reporting a roughly 90% call answer rate. It integrates with Open Dental, EagleSoft, Denticon, and more, and can collect insurance details on the very first call. For a dental office that wants purpose-built software and is willing to configure and maintain it themselves, nothing else on this list is as tightly fitted to dental workflows. Pricing is typically mid-3 figures a month, custom quoted. The trade-off, as with any self-serve tool, is that the tuning and edge cases are on you. Rank 2 is our own entry, and we're ranking it honestly. Neuron HQ's managed AI receptionist is custom built and wired to your exact stack, your phone line, your booking system, your CRM, your escalation rules, then run and tuned for you over time. It answers calls and texts 24/7 and escalates anything clinical, upset, or high value to a human. Here's the honest part. If you want pure dental software depth that you configure yourself, Arini is the more specialized box. Neuron is for offices that would rather not run the tool at all. Pricing is flat, $1,000 setup plus $500 a month, in plain text. And to be direct with you, we don't have a wall of client logos to wave at you yet. What we can tell you honestly is that we run this exact managed agent pattern on our own front desk and back office, and that's the model we're offering you, built and corrected by a human, not switched on and abandoned. Rank 3, CloudTalk. It's a call center platform whose AI voice agent answers inbound and outbound calls, qualifies callers, books and reschedules appointments, and sends reminders. It advertises HIPAA-compliant voice and SMS, native calendar booking, and over 100 CRM integrations, plus healthcare intake templates. It's the most flexible option for multi-location groups and DSOs, from about $25 per user a month, plus roughly $99 a month for the AI Receptionist add-on. Rank 4, Smith.ai. It's a hybrid answering service, an AI receptionist backed by live human agents. It answers 24/7, qualifies and intakes new patients, books appointments, and blocks spam. If you want a person to catch anything the AI can't, this is the cleanest version of that, starting around $95 a month on per call pricing, with human virtual receptionist plans running higher. Rank 5, Goodcall. A simple voice AI receptionist that answers 24/7 with unlimited minutes and connects to calendars and CRMs through Zapier. It prices on unique customers per month rather than minutes, so repeat callers don't add cost, from $79 a month up to $249 on the scale plan. And Rank 6, Rosie. A fully AI-powered answering service trained on your business that answers 24/7, 365, resolves FAQs, and books appointments, with setup taking about a minute from your Google business profile. It's the lowest cost, fastest way to stop missing calls entirely, from about $49 a month, though it's lighter on deep dental PMS rights than Arini or a managed build. Zoom out for a second, because the real fork across all 6 tools isn't features, it's who runs it. Arini, CloudTalk, Goodcall, and Rosie are software you configure, train, and maintain yourself. You own the tuning. A managed agent like ours is built around your specific workflow and then run and corrected for you. So the learning loop actually happens. Software is cheaper and faster to switch on. Managed costs more, but removes the burden of keeping it accurate, which is the most common reason self-serve agents drift and quietly get switched off. Now let's look at the numbers behind all of this, because the case for any of these 6 tools is only as good as the data underneath it. We already told you the average dental practice misses 32 to 38% of incoming calls. Here's the number that makes it expensive. Only about 14% of callers who hit voicemail leave a message. Everyone else just calls the next name on the list. Speed of response is decisive. The classic MIT and Inside Sales lead response study found that contacting a new lead within 5 minutes instead of 30 makes you about 100 times more likely to connect and 21 times more likely to qualify it. And here's the gap most businesses are actually running at. A Harvard Business Review audit of over 2,200 companies found the average first response took more than 40 hours. New patient calls and forms decay fast. An agent that replies in seconds every time recovers conversions a busy front desk quietly loses. One more number worth knowing: no-shows compound the loss. Dental practices commonly run a 10 to 15% no-show rate, costing tens of thousands of dollars a year in empty chairs. That's a separate leak an AI receptionist can help with too, through reminders and rebooking, but it starts with catching the call in the first place. So with 6 honest options on the table, how do you actually choose? Score candidates on 5 non-negotiables. Does it answer 24/7 on every channel you use? Does it book into your real practice management system, not just take a message? Will the vendor sign a business associate agreement in writing before any patient data flows? Does it escalate clinical and sensitive calls to a human always, not just when it's uncertain? And is it managed and tuned, or configured once and left alone? Then follow the one rule that beats any ranking. Point a single agent at your single most expensive gap, usually missed new patient calls, run it for 30 days, and watch one number. Calls answered in under a minute, appointments booked after hours, or new patients recovered. Prove that number, then expand. If you land on wanting the managed option, here's exactly what that looks like and what it costs. We wire the agent to your exact phone line, booking system, and CRM during setup. It launches in a supervised mode first, and it always escalates anything clinical, upset, or high value to a human rather than guessing. Then we tune it monthly, and your corrections become the playbook it follows next time. The pricing is flat and in plain text. $1,000 setup plus $500 a month scaled to volume. No contact us for a quote, no surprise invoice. Here's the difference this makes, not in theory, in your actual day. Before, a phone that rings into voicemail after hours, a front desk juggling 3 lines at once, and new patient calls quietly walking to the next office on the list. After, every call answered in seconds, 24/7, booked straight into your real schedule, with anything clinical or sensitive handed to a person. That's the honest comparison. Arini for dental-specific depth you configure yourself. CloudTalk for platform breadth across a multi-location group. Smith.ai if you want a live human backup. Goodcall and Rosie if you want the cheapest, fastest way to stop missing calls. And Neuron HQ's managed agent if you'd rather have it built, run, and corrected for you. If you want to see what a managed AI receptionist would look like on your own front desk, wired to your real phone, calendar, and PMS, that's what we do. The full ranked guide, the comparison table, and the plain text pricing are all at neuronhq.com/blog/bestAIreception. Picture life after the system. Every call answered, every lead booked, and your team finally free for the work only people can do. That's Neuron. Let's build yours.